fucking makeup for work a day. I just ended the last couple of days. On that amazing, super fun fucking acting gig. Super fucking slow or whatever. There's this fucking guy. He was on a bicycle, right? But he was at least over on the side of the road, so he was trying to share the road, right? As opposed to those fucking assholes that ride like two side by side out in the road with their whole share the road thing. Like, you have to fucking, acknowledge me and fucking be safe around me and all that, and then you watch him blow through red lights and stop signs. They don't put their feet down. They little dancing slippers that they have tucked in like they're in some fucking time trial, right? So anyway, this guy's driving down the street, and what's fucking hilarious to me is from the waist down, he looks like a drunk driver who lost his license. He's trying to get to work. He's got on jeans, regular sneakers, and he's on the side of the road. But up top, he's got the fucking Lance Armstrong jersey, like he's the leader. So that cracked me up. So I was actually muttering to myself, going, I get mad at this guy, but he's obviously leading this fucking race here with drunk drivers. So I don't want to be mad at him. But he fucking blew through two red lights in the time I was behind him. It was hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. When they get hit,
the case should be at the front.
Tragedy. It's just like, I saw a thing on fucking Instagram. This guy on a motorcycle. Now, I love fucking motorcycles and that type of shit. But if you guys do fucking wheelie,
Yeah, there's somebody there. Whoever you are,
this fucking
salute.
guy is doing this wheelie, right? Fucking U-turn. And this guy doesn't see him because he's doing a fucking wheelie. And fortunately, full speed or whatever, like doing whatever, 50 miles an hour, slammed into the passenger rear side door, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, that person doing a U-turn, what a fucking asshole!" Blah 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 blah. A few people said they were both at fault, but nobody addressed the fact that if that dude with that fucking bike, the driver's side door perpendicular like that, I mean, I would think you would just kill somebody, right? I don't know. I kind of feel like bike riders, motorcycle riders, and fat people and feminists never think they're in the wrong. All right. Sorry. Every once in a while, you just gotta say some dumb shit to make sure the emails keep coming in. That ought to get them going. And what's funny is guys who ride bikes shave their legs, but women who are feminists do not. It's weird. It's just a fucking weird thing. And fat people would shave their legs, but they can't get to it. Oh my god, you could sell one for $19.99. You know that shit, that helps, like, those big people fucking wash their backs, I'm miming it right now. It's like a fucking loofah with a fucking flagpole tent stick, right? You do that. You get one of those for with a shaving blade on the end of it. $19.99. Oh my god, my legs have not looked this smooth in years. All right. I think that's enough fucking ignorance. Just every once in a while, you gotta prime the pump, people. You know what I mean? All right, let's read some of the advertising. Did I forget to put it on my thing here? Oh Jesus! Oh, I see what happened. I see exactly what happened. What happened is I fucked up. Oh, look who it is, everybody. It's Butcher Box. Finding affordable quality meats is not easy. Luckily, today, a woman over 50 could say the exact same thing. A divorced woman over 50, sorry. Luckily, today's sponsor, Butcher Box, believes everyone deserves high-quality, humanely sourced meat. No added antibiotics or hormones ever. Each box has 9 to 11 pounds of meat, enough for 24 individual meals. You know what's great about, eating land animals at this point? Is they're not in the ocean inhaling plastic. Because evidently women are having babies now, and the babies have a little bit of plastic already in their system because the mom was eating fish, trying to be healthy. It's unfucking real. Unfucking real. Each box has 9 to 11 pounds of meat, enough for 24 individual meals, packed fresh and shipped, frozen, and vacuum sealed, so it stays that way. You know what? Somebody right now is probably arguing, well, the animals on land, and neither one of us is going to get to the point here, is that the people up top got to stop putting their shit in the plastic bottles. We got to eliminate plastic, man. Oh, shit. Am I on an award show? Sorry. Butcher Box couldn't be easier. Just sign up, select your box, and they ship it right to your door every month. And when you sign up now, you get a free Essentials bundle in your first box. 3 pounds of chicken breast, 2 pounds of pork chops, and 2 pounds of ground beef, all for free in your first box. Who does not love free meat? Butcher Box is the most affordable and convenient way to get healthy, humanely raised meat. With Butcher Box, you get the highest quality meat around for just $6 a meal. And they even have free nationwide, except for Alaska and Hawaii. They ship for free nationwide. For a limited time, Butcher Box is offering new members a free Essentials bundle in their first box. That's 3 pounds of chicken breast, 2 pounds of pork chop, and 2 pounds of ground beef, all for fucking free in your first box. And on top of that, if there's anybody homeless listening to this, man, this is what you got to do right here. Get free fucking meat. You know, and on top of all that, for all the Monday morning podcast listeners, Butcher Box is offering $10 off of your first box. Just go to butcherbox.com/Burr for $10 off your first box plus a free Essentials bundle. That's butcherbox.com/Burr for $10 off your first box and a free Essentials bundle. Speaking of plastic bottles, I'm drinking a bottled water here, but it's in an aluminum can. Liquid Death. Yummy. I prefer the aluminum aftertaste as opposed to plastic. Oh, look who it is. Me-undies. Throw it in the fucking ocean. Me-undies. And then you're feeling a fucking motion in your stomach because the bottle came back. You're taking a shit that doesn't look like crap because it's your bottled water coming back to honk your ass and shitting all over your soft on fucking MeUndies. All right, MeUndies. Summer is coming. Oh, by the way, you know you guys always get on me for saying anyways. When I was in the supermarket today, somebody said to this guy, he said, back in the days. Not back in the day, back in the days. The days. All right, MeUndies. Summer is coming. And for so many of us, it's the season of discomfort. It's hot out, and you could sit around in just your underwear. Oh, if you could sit around in just your underwear, you would. Another great example of why living in the middle of nowhere is great. Because you can sit in your underwear. You know, or if you got some proper tie, you can walk around fucking butt-ass naked. MeUndies wants to make this the summer of comfort, and they want you to know that if you want to sit around in your underwear, that's absolutely allowed. Get comfortable and express yourself this summer with undies in classic and bold colors and fun and adventurous prints. Rushing home to change into something more comfortable is a thing of the past. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Stay comfy in MeUndies all day. Get undies, socks, bralets, and more. I don't know what that is. Bralets, sorry. And more. Choose from, I tell you, I keep eating the way I'm eating. I'm going to eat a fucking bralette. Choose from endless styles in sizes extra small to 4XL with their sustainably soft micromodal and ultralight breathe fabrics. MeUndies has a great offer for my listeners. For any first-time purchasers, you get 15% off and free shipping. MeUndies also has their problem-free philosophy. If you're not satisfied with any product for any reason, they'll refund or exchange it. No caveats, no questions. To get your 15% off your first order and free shipping, go to MeUndies.com/Burr. That's MeUndies, MEUNDIES, MeUndies.com/Burr for 15% off your first order and free shipping, baby. All right, that's it. Okay. It sounds like that fucking air horn that they always have. Fucking Bruins lost again. We lost to the Sabres. We lost to the Penguins. But I feel good about the team. All right, let's do some of the
Nobody's
research.
watching.
Let's see how far into this fucking bullshit am I. 34 minutes of just absolute fucking ignorance. Oh, by the way, I didn't know Max Verstappen won the second Formula One race of the season. So Lewis Hamilton won the first one. Verstappen was in second, and then Verstappen won the second one, and Lewis Hamilton was in second.
Yeah.
So Lewis Hamilton's up by 1 or 2 points. You know, and I swear to God, if Verstappen had just passed him, and just stayed a cunt hair over, it would have been a legal pass. He would have won both fucking races. All right, so I'm already worried that that's all he needs. I just want to see somebody else. I don't give a fuck if Lewis wins it. I just want to see competition. So it looks like it's going to happen this year. So I'm in. So I'm watching the Formula One and I'm watching the fucking MotoGP, and they both have races next weekend. So I'm very excited about that. I think that's it, right? Is that all I wanted to talk about? Yeah. I think it is. Oh, the Oscars are tonight too, which seemed really cool that they're doing them at the Union Station downtown. Nia showed me the opening with Regina King. Coming walking in this whole tracking shot, whatever the fuck you call it. Look cool as hell. So we shall see. We shall see what happens there. All right, HOA bullshit continue. Home organization association or something like that. This is when like people in a neighborhood want to pretend that they live in a gated community, but they don't. They just want to control who moves in and who doesn't. Once again, it's just one of those things that starts off, it's a great idea. Hey, we have a nice fucking neighborhood here, you know? Jerk off to come in, knock a house down, and then build something that looks like a White Castle. It happened to a buddy of mine. The guy built a house that looked like a fucking White Castle. Thinking his house looked like a castle. It doesn't. It looks like I can go in there and order those delicious tiny little burgers. Oh my God. I haven't eaten a White Castle in forever. Anyway. HOA bullshit continues. Then what ends up happening is it's just this great way to when we start the HOA is most people are going to sort of participate. And what's going to happen is these will rise to the top, and then they will just start unleashing the psycho within. And this is the vehicle. All right, HOA bullshit continued. Dear Billy, buckets of frankincense and myrrh. I know it's been a few weeks since you talked about the horrors of neighborhoods with an HOA, so I figured I would rekindle the fire a bit. I love it. Last June, I bought a house that is in a neighborhood with an HOA, and while I knew beforehand that HOAs are usually a fucking scam,
I was actually a bit
really had
no
choice, as most of the neighborhoods
So I was saying
in
like
my area
the
have.
week before.
Yeah,
I was like,
houses are so fucking expensive now, and it's almost like if you can afford one, people are just gonna grab it, you know? All right. Oh well. Well, the house I bought had these boulders on the corner of the driveway in the street, probably to prevent people from driving on the grass. Fast forward a few months, I get an email from the HOA president, Christina, whom I always refer to in email replies as Christine in hopes to piss her the fuck off. Oh, dude, that's fucking hilarious. Anyways, she emails me telling me I need to remove the rocks or I'll be fined $20 a day after the 10th day if I do not remove them. So I go into Google Maps and I look at the street view from 2 years prior and I see the boulders sitting there, which means she just now decided to enforce this rule that causes no harm to fucking anyone. Like, what if you don't fucking... What jurisdiction do they have? No. I can't afford to do it. She goes, anyway, he goes, I removed the rocks and then emailed her back stating so. You should have put them in her yard. No, you know what you do? Just save one of them. Save one of them. Right? And then a few years later, like a psycho Irishman that never forgets, you throw it through a fucking bay window.
You're watching me for a change. Trust me, man. I'm so boring. At least you. I put it down, man. Posting stuff out on Reddit. Nice to talk for a little bit. Man, I hope you've been good, so. Gotcha. Well, like, both of us are so cool that we watch each other, like. Yeah, I got no idea where you live in the States, but, you know, my accent and stuff, I'm here in Australia, it's Sydney. Yeah, that's good to hear too, you know, that you're okay. You know, it's about 10:15 here in Sydney, AM. So I got no idea, you know, it's the 4th of May here. So I got no idea whereabouts you live. I think it's somewhere in this, no idea, but it's so different to watch each other. New York, fuck, man, that's... My youngest sister lived in New York. You know, I regret not seeing her though. You know, I was staying with her, but it's so cool. You know, what was I gonna say? This YouTube stuff is so hard to do. I'm actually thinking about going on to Twitch and stuff. I'm streaming from my phone. I've been streaming. Nice. I'm off track. But you can watch me post stuff at Reddit, man. Try to get some promotion in. Oh. Man, I wonder how the States are going anyway. Fuck. Might show you around a little bit. I'm so close to the water, to the beach here. Might take my phone out. No. Boost it, where is it? You know, what's my bad habit? Smoking, man. I have to quit the smokes. I'm in my 30s now. I went for a jog. No, I'm not going to leave YouTube, man. It's a tough gig, man. Dude. Man, wait till you move. If you ever come to Australia, smoking here is expensive. And I mean expensive. Yeah, look, I am getting better at YouTube. You know, it's you know, obviously I've worked in film, and you'll be here to help. Man, it's hard to find legit people here on YouTube. It really is. Me, I don't know why I'm going live, just doing the most boring things, but I'm doing it, but you know, I got a background in movies and stuff like that. I've done a few Hollywood stuff too, here down in Australia, but you know, that's way too corporate for me. Way too corporate. I think I don't know how much news coverage it's getting over there in the States, but there's got to be the I think it's the the national government here. It's giving Mad Max funding for it too. You know, for another Mad Max movie. So, and I got a job offer for it, but I'm not gonna take it. So, but I'd rather be indie and broke and do the corporate stuff. Man, art and corporations don't work well together at all. But internet connection. But keep going. Okay, what's that? Look, I'm not the best talker at all, as you can probably tell. But what can I talk about? Yeah, you're listening. Oh, God help you, Lynn, if you're listening to me. I guess I can spin out some fun facts about Australia. Most of the population is around the coastline of Australia. I think it's about, nationally, it's about 80% of the population live around the coast. I guess more inland. In terms of landscape, most of the greenery and green stuff, the greenery is around the coast. The more inland you get in Australia, the more it becomes desert-like. So it's I know there's like Nevada in the States and stuff, and parts of California that are completely desert, but there's a large, vast scope. I think my mama. Mama? Oh, okay. What are you doing? He just left. Oh God, my mother's staying with me. Sydney and Melbourne, the biggest like cities here. There's a few good capital cities around, but everywhere else is just smaller. But yeah, you know, expensive though. The minimum wage here is about almost $20 an hour. I think depending on the which industry you go to, it's about $18 to $21. So I live about maybe Victoria, Melbourne's south. Victoria's south. If you're looking at the state, New South Wales, Sydney, Australia is probably about middle of between north and south. So okay, I think it's about 5 or 6 million people here in Sydney. No idea, but Melbourne South, that's really freaking cold, you know. Yeah, because Australia's under below the equator thing, so it's the tropical weather. If you want to go to the tropics, north of Australia. There's coffee. Just did some promotion on Reddit, so hopefully I get some stuff happening. What else? Just weird. It's alright. So at my live streams, I'm just recording the most mundane things ever. Yeah, I've always been 10 years ago. I wanted to be like an arts writer, and I studied sociology, philosophy, and literature for it. Which is a mind fuck, but I kind of like just just to film more everyday stuff. There's a filmmaker called Jonas Makers. I liked him. I like his films and stuff. He just documented his own life. So there's stuff like that I'm just gonna fucking just record and record and record, because it's there for everyone. But look around. Look around, see if I can see the water from here. The beach, sorry. Okay. The beach where I live is literally that way. This house is blocking the view, but I could be there less than 5 minutes. It's alright. It's right. My mother's staying with me for a few days, so no matter how old I get, it's just like I'm a child to her. It's moms and moms, right? And it's approaching winter here, so and I'm really sensitive to the cold. So our summertime is between December and March, and yeah, it's good that my mom's staying with me, man. But it's good I get to spend time with her. But it's it happens. My father's going away for a few days, so what my mom does, she goes somewhere, stays with it, one of the kids. But it's my turn, and she's in the spare room sleeping, I'm assuming. Making it. What else can I talk about? Where I live, there's a bunch of I live about maybe a few minutes from Australia. Where I live is called the Northern Beaches in Sydney. And it's just pretty much like an area along where obviously beaches and stuff. It's north of Sydney where I live. Which I probably live driving about half an hour roughly, or half an hour to an hour north of Bondi Beach, which I don't know why it's famous. It just is. So I'm just assuming you've heard of all Bondi, but Manly Beach is probably where I live. So you put in Google Map that. Fucking hell. I wasn't expecting talking today, but I live about half an hour from the city where the Harbour Bridge is, the Opera House. When you live so close to it, it just doesn't matter, it just, but obviously for tourists, it's a great attraction, but me personally, I've never realised how relaxed Australia is until I started travelling, to Europe and all that. But, I guess to our own detriment, Australians are relaxed. But, so I got a background in film here in Australia. I'm producing more than anything else. Worked my way up, and I've done a few Hollywood stuff here here in Australia and stuff. But the Gold Coast, which is north of Sydney, it seems to be a popular place. But dude, that high end more just takes over my life, and just I can't. We don't mix, if that makes sense. And went completely indie for 2018, but which is nice. Like I said, I did a job offer to work on the new Mad Max one because they got government funding now, which is good for them. Let's see what happens. But I think it was either Hacksaw Ridge or with Mel Gibson or The Water Divinia with Russell Crowe. My memory's shot, but even going publish, self-publish on Kindle, man. If you're into writing, Now today I'll be trying to work out iTunes, so hopefully build my way up too. But working. Yeah, it's good. Unfortunately, I still got to keep pricing really low. Because obviously I'm unknown, but it's actually really easy. And once you kind of just drop an audio book, that's so cool. But I got to find the links to that, man. That's so cool, man. It's so cool, nice that we can people can just. It's a lot more access to it. Okay, what's gonna do? Bear with me for 2 seconds. Oh, where is it? Oh, I found it. Last time I was in the States, I was in Los Angeles, so I was there being a Hollywood sellout, trying to get some distribution deals for a producer. But that was 8 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. Short films. Like, man, LA's funny. It's flat, it's spread out. That's a mindfuck. You probably know this about now, but driving here in Australia, we drive on the left-hand side, Fucking hopped in the car there, nah, never doing it again. I'm walking, when I go back. I'll probably be more suited in New York, despite how expensive it is. Yeah. But really sensitive to the cold, so I would never go to Alaska. A holiday probably, but don't let our minimum wage fucking fool you. Everything here is so. A pack of cigarettes is like $30 or something, So okay. So YouTube. Fuck, man. I think this COVID stuff's over, which probably won't be for a while. Love to go for travel, but oh. unfortunately, it's one reason why it's so dark. Alright, that's cool.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I removed the rocks and then emailed her back stating so and how they were in the 2-year-old Street View pictures, and also asked her how one gets elected HOA president because I was interested in the job. Not surprisingly, she replied with a short "Thank you for removing the rocks,"
Nobody's
without
watching, man.
acknowledging any part of the email. Yeah, that's right, dude. You fucking go after her. To top it off, the cunt raised HOA dues by $50 a year for 2021, which can only be stopped if there is an 80% support against the rate raise. It's honestly hilarious to me how much of a power trip Christine still is on, telling other middle-class homeowners what to do. Fuck HOAs, have a good weekend and go fuck yourself. Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. That is like, that would fucking eat me up inside. So your only thing that you can do is just keep doing more of that Christine shit to her. That's the only thing that you can do. And then
enjoy yourself.
What you have to do is just be a fucking salt of the earth guy for everybody else in that neighborhood. Run for fucking president and run on the platform. If
keep grinding.
elected, I will not break your balls about fucking ticky-tack.
Thanks for tuning in, okay, mate?
Fucking yard. I will not.
Next time I try to be doing something different besides sitting at my computer having my cigarettes.
Who the fuck isn't gonna go with that?
Oh, 3 likes, cool.
That's what you do. All right, Flat Earther wanted to reach out. Oh, I love it. You know, here we go. Let's get into this. Come on, convince me. Hey, Billy, Beta Boy. I'm a Beta Boy now. Oh, okay. And you're the Alpha. Okay. I see you're constantly discussing the Flat Earth phenomenon. I'm not constantly discussing it. You are. I'm just making fun of it. Fat people think I'm constantly talking about them, or I have been lately. Can I ask you a question? Do you think fat people are around, or do you think they're flat too? Sorry. Let's do it easy. And I wanted to reach out. For the record, I am not a scientist or mathlete. Yeah, I could have, you didn't need for the record. I could have fucking told you that. I have, however, read tons of literature and nonfiction books about the discussion. A nonfiction book was written about this, for the fucking 1200s? I am reaching out to see if you are actually interested in hearing from a genuine critical thinker on the topic. I have a PowerPoint video about it. To start up. No, I'm not reading this. I'm not going to fucking read your PowerPoint fucking discussion. What I want you to, I just want you fucking flat earthers to tell me why would they tell you it's round when it's flat? What is the advantage? I get a lot of conspiracy. I get people when they say I'm worried about the vaccine. What if this is what they're using for population control? That paranoid thought 100% makes fucking sense, considering what governments have done to forget about other people, their own fucking people. What this government has done to people who aren't fucking white. I 100% get that paranoia. Okay? Because I see the reason that they're doing it and the advantage of doing that, taking out all of these fucking people so they can live. These people all fucking die, and then this global warming shit slows down. There's more room for them, more property, and all that fuck shit. I totally get that shit, but I just don't get, if it was flat, right? Why would you tell me it's fucking round? Care. As long as gravity still works and I don't float away from the fucking planet, I don't give a shit. But this fucking crap here, where people are trying to say that there's a fucking ice wall, like somebody would have seen it and taken video of it. Why is there no video of the fucking ice wall? Why isn't there anything out there where there's people standing, looking over, going, look at this, if I take a step here, I'm going to fall all the way down off the earth, right? Just show me that. I'm not reading a bunch of fucking books. But if you want to read books on this is to start off with, the moon is within the Earth's atmosphere. Even if we went to the moon, it's still not in outer space. Oh my God. Sir, could you get a pilot's license and then please tell me that you still believe this shit? Flat Earth as a concept is not old. It's not old? Yeah, no, my whole life everybody thought it was fucking round until the internet came around. It is actually new. Okay, the book below basically discusses how it was an invention to discredit evolutionary critics. From the time of the Greeks onward, everyone was aware of the shape of the earth. And yes, the mean that Columbus was the only one who thought the earth was round is entirely inaccurate. Yeah, I would believe that. I believe that there was plenty of smart people that fucking figured that out. Mathematically. Are you going to tell me now that the sun goes around the fucking earth? I don't know what to tell you here, buddy. Okay. I'm sure you're aware of the origins of NASA being that America took in war criminals, an organization we should be skeptical of at the very least. Oh yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. But like the thing about it is then every single fucking country, our allies, our enemies, every fucking leader, all of them, all the scientists, all got on the same page for this fucking lie. They can't get on the same page about anything. We can't even get on the same page about what to do or what not to do with this fucking virus. But you're telling me all of these world leaders who constantly fight each other, constantly make up shit, constantly steal from each other, constantly try to wipe each other out. So the one place where they all agree to lie about is that the world's round. That's what the fuck you tell them. Like I said before, I am not intelligent in a standard sense. Neither am I. Okay, but I'm smart enough to listen to other. Whatever. I am more wise than smart. I'm not a Christian. I am college educated, currently serving in the California Army National Guard. Well, that's great. Have somebody take you up in a fucking plane. Thanks and go fuck yourself with knowledge. Yeah, buddy, I'm not wasting my time with that. I am not wasting my fucking time with that until somebody can. What? Okay, look, here's the deal. I will read that shit if you can tell me what the advantage of is telling a meathead like me that it is fucking round when it's actually flat. Actually, fuck all of that. There is video about everything. Everybody has a fucking camera with them right now. Send me video of somebody standing on the fucking ice wall. Okay? At the edge of the fucking... All of these fucking people that have pilot's licenses and have boats and all of this shit, somehow they've never gone out and seen it. And posted it on their fucking YouTube page like, hey man, I don't want to freak people out, but like, I was sailing around the world and got a little lost, and I ran into a fucking wall right in the middle of the ocean, and then I climbed up on it. I mean, what the fuck? All right. Anyway. Not to mention, I flew around the world one time in a plane. So the pilots must have been in on it, right? Like, just do a subtle... I flew from LA to Australia,
God, I can't do.
back to New Zealand, up to Singapore, Hong Kong, Mumbai, then Dubai, then New York City, and then to LA. Okay.
Oh,
I did that.
God.
And if you can
I'm gonna
sit
work
there
this
and tell
out.
me that this guy was doing all these twisties and turnies and all of that type of shit, then essentially, I can't get into it. I mean, dude, there's a fucking reason why when they fly to Europe, they fly north first before they head over the fucking ocean. It's because it's round. And up top there, it's a shorter distance, and they save money on fuel. Or is the map that I'm watching on the plane also lying to me? Which would mean all of these fucking people know that it's really fucking flat, and for whatever reason, they're all lying to people like me. And for what? I actually think you're just doing this just to fuck with me, just to watch me get worked up. I will go along with a lot of fucking conspiracy theory, but I just can't with that one. I can't do it. All right, censorship. Dear Billy Bubbleboy, I worked for a small few years. The amount of censorship I've seen is incredible. Yeah, I don't doubt that. And I've been writing for lifestyle and arts for 40 years. Every day now, I see some form of silencing or ostracizing over opinions. Yeah, and I bet it's coming from the left. Benign ones, too. And yeah, from the left and from corporate lawyers who are trying to preemptively anticipate how these lefties are going to get fucking, these severe lefties are going to get offended. The diversity of almost dead. Our pitch meetings used to have really independent ideas. I assumed there would be a reversal, but instead it has become more vigilant. It's coming. It's coming. It's adjusted. It'll adjust back, and then it'll be in the middle again. I'm not speaking about controversial topics. For example, a piece on a newly discovered art form, art from a particular part of the world was pitched to the editors, but because the region of the world the art came from is associated with taboo opinions, it could inadvertently upset a reader. Yeah, this is because of people on the left. The left, this is what they did to critical thinking, free ideas, and all of that. And they think that they are liberal, and they're not. They're dictators. It reminds me of the society my father grew up in Eastern Europe. All opinions published and taught in schools were subjected to a collective idea, always disguised as what's good for the people. Do you see a reversal in this? Would appreciate your insight. Yes, I do. And what it's going to take is people going out of your way to say exactly what the fuck you're thinking. I've been trying to do that with my stand-up act, I really have to work on pushing out, because there was like a 3-year period where I kind of gave into that. Oh, don't say that. Maybe something. If I say that, am I going to get in trouble? And I started alligator arming some shit. And then last summer I did the Chappelle retreat there out in Ohio, and there were no phones or anything. And I was like, holy fuck, this is the way it used to be. And I could say whatever I wanted. And I realized that because of these fucking lefty assholes, I had been censoring myself on stage, and I should not have done that. And so I think there needs to be an awakening, because I think a lot of people are doing what the place where you work at are actually doing it themselves. A lot of advice I get from my reps is don't do that. It's not worth it. Don't say this. Don't do a project about this. Don't stick up for this comic that's getting shit on. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not. I pretty much ignored that for the most part. Those ones when people, it's like you want to support, but then you also don't want to keep it going. and you kind of hoping it's one of those 3-day things, and then nobody gives a fuck, and they've moved on to something else. It's really a fucking shameful period. Much like the Red Scare, and just when this all is said and done, and people look back on it, the amount of like really decent people who just didn't do anything wrong, who had their careers taken from them, it's just fucking, I don't know. It's just human beings. We're awful. Okay, here we go. Why I don't care about being obese. All right. Dear Bill, I don't listen to your podcast a lot, mostly just YouTube clips and your specials on Netflix. While on YouTube the other day, I came across Bill Maher's opinion on fat shaming, which led to this rabbit hole of different celebrities on obesity. Calling me a celebrity? Thank you. On your special, talking about how plus-size models wanted to be treated as beautiful, or fatties, as you call them. I'm morbidly obese, and I agree. These people are not beautiful, and I doubt the vast majority of the general populace think that they are beautiful unless you have a BBW kink. I don't know what that is. Having said that, I, being a fatty, am impervious to fat shaming. I know I am ugly. Okay, we share that. I know I'm ugly, too, all right? And fat, and no one would want to touch me. The thing is, I don't care. Okay. Well, you care on some level because you're writing me. This is not to say that I allow being fat to overly interfere in other people's lives. I normally buy a business class seat because they are bigger, and I won't make the person next to me feel squished. If I can't fit in the car with my friends, I'll hire a cab or an Uber, which takes me along with them to wherever we want to go. I know being fat is curable. The thing is I don't want to cure it. You just... That's fucking... This guy's like the punk rock fat guy. That was like this guy I know who's been just boozing his face off. Forever, and he's never tried to quit. There's something, I don't know. There's something I envy about that. Anyway, and if someone tries to shame me rather than persuade me to cure it, it just irritates me. At one point, I literally recreated the $100 to fuck off me. I don't know what that is. Let me explain why I don't care or why other fat people might not. For me, food is an addiction. Not only fast food like McDonald's or Burger King, even gourmet food like Carolala lobster, I don't know what that is, or Shikora Kara. This addiction combined with the high stress environment of the education system here leads to a lot of stress eating. Eating helps me cope with the pressure associated with exams here. Eating also, yeah, but dude, you can, and cigar smoking helped me take the edge off the day, and drinking did all of that. You can choose something different, dude. Don't kill yourself. You're going to kill yourself. Eating also is both a... You know what it is? I kind of figured out why I abused alcohol, edibles, cigars, and shit like that. I figured out because I wasn't happy with myself. And I had all this pain from fucking years and years and years ago that I never dealt with. And when I would start to feel these feelings, rather than allowing myself to feel them, figure out what they were, talk to them about somebody, cry it out of you, whatever you had to do, I would just booze my face off and yell and get in arguments with complete strangers. Minnesota Twins versus Red Sox game 40 years earlier, something fucking stupid like that. So, I don't know. You're not asking for advice, so I won't give you any, but I hope that, at some point, you turn it around. All right. Eating also is both a literal and figurative escape for me. Eating can be figurative escape because it allows me to cope. As said earlier, literally, I'm hoping I get a heart attack and no one finds me till it's too late. And I figure at this point, you're asking yourself, well, why don't you use a razor blade or a noose To be completely honest, I'm a shitty. I'm both scared of death and kind of welcome it, dude. I swear to you, have no idea how alike you are with me. I'm too scared to plug in the toaster and drop in the bath. Yet when my heart gives out, I'm not going to cry out for help. I'm just going to lay on the floor, close my eyes, and be at peace. Wow, dude. You're kind of scaring me here because I don't want you to do any of this shit to you, but it's freaking me out how much I relate to everything you just wrote. Until then, I'm going to study for my law exam and work a few odd jobs. And just because I am scared, till then, I'm going to study for my law exam and work a few odd jobs just because I am scared. All this is not to say that your jokes are not good. They're fucking awesome. Honestly, I kind of don't understand why people would get offended at a joke unless it was really egregious. You and a few other people online are what's making my life slightly less bearable. Keep making the same jokes you always make and never give a fuck about what other people think. Best wishes. Yeah, dude, you gotta fucking figure out why you're doing that to yourself. You know? That fucking shit, dude, that you just wrote there, which I think a lot of people relate to, where, I don't kill myself because I'm too afraid to do it, but, death does seem like a fucking, it's over. You know what I mean? I totally 100% relate to that, but I don't know. Hey, man, you like to eat, right? Why don't you eat some mushrooms? Maybe you'll have the same fucking results that I did, which is I realized how much loneliness, sadness, and depression was in me for so long, and I actually figured out where it came from. And now I'm in therapy, and I'm trying to figure that out. And because of that, since the end of February, I haven't done any damage to myself. Other than fucking, some milkshakes or whatever, but fucking, I've tried to figure out why it is I was doing to myself what I was doing, which is, I think, whatever it is, boozing, overeating, whatever the fuck it is. If you can figure out the why, then you can try to fix that, and then I think it's easier to kind of level stuff out, I think. But you're also talking about somebody who's only for 2 months. I'm new to this shit. So anyway, I hope you turn around if you want to turn it around. But all right, that's it. Okay, you seem like a cool guy. All right, girlfriend thinks I'm gay. Dear old Billy Bonkers, I have a situation that is kind of hilarious and kind of fucked up. So I thought this might be the perfect place for a little advice. Insert 30 seconds of silence while you fumble to get your theme song. Oh, you're right. Let me see here. Is this it right here? It's time for advice. Hey! Your host, Billy Black. That's me! Somebody else. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Oh, wait. Now, does it go into the next fucking thing here? No, it doesn't. All right. All right. My girlfriend and I have been together for about 3.5 years, and I truly am in love with this girl. She checks all of the boxes and then some. Super smart, beautiful, funny, amazing family, and she loves me. I absolutely see a future with this girl. I'm 25, she's 23, so I know we're young, but I've been told I'm very mature for my age, and she's getting there. No, there's nothing wrong with getting married that young. And you can have kids when you're young and fucking see most of their lives before you kick it. Unlike me, fucking super old dad here. Now, for some context, before I jump into the situation, in middle school and high school, I had been bullied by some kids saying I was gay. I've always taken pride in how I dress, how I look, my hair, and I would definitely describe myself as metrosexual. I was also very tall and skinny growing up, and I had poor posture. Oh, that's it right there, dude. Tall, skinny, poor posture. Yeah, you're going to get fucked with. It's the fucking laws of the jungle, unfortunately. Anyway, so the little fucks had a lot of ammunition, and I honestly don't blame them for it, but I'm not gay. As you can imagine, it fucked with me and killed my confidence. Yeah, dude, you're talking about someone who grew up with orange hair. So, yeah, I know what it's like to have a target on your back. In college, I decided I was going to put on some muscle. Really difficult. I have the metabolism of a hummingbird. But you got a great sense of humor, though. So that makes up for a lot of it. And do something. One part of me that I have always been self-conscious about. I gained 20 pounds and am now proudly 6'2", 170 pounds. I do well with the ladies. And I've had a few girlfriends over the years, none as long as this one. I have no resentment for being bullied when I was younger. In fact, it served its purpose as motivation for me to be a better version of myself. I think about bullying all the time. I wish I could go back and stop a lot of it that I saw. I was that weird. I was like in the middle of the pack. I got bullied. I bullied people. Get it off of me and put it onto somebody else. I really wish I had, wish you had the maturity now of back then. Some of the stuff I think about, I still think about some of the shit that I saw some kids go through. It's just like, fuck. Brutal. In the first year of dating my girlfriend, I opened up to her about getting bullied, and she told her that's why the gym became so important to me. She was supportive and felt bad that I went through that when I was young, but she also wanted me to confirm with her that I wasn't gay. Her asking me frustrated me. Yeah, that's fucking weird. But it was easy, and I chalked it up to her not knowing me well enough yet. I was pretty adamant about my answer and thought she got the point. In our second year of dating, she somehow brings it up again and says, "Are you sure you aren't gay? Like you aren't going to marry me, have a family, and then come out, right?" Whoa. And this time around, the question pissed me off. We had this conversation earlier. I've been with you for 2 years. We fuck weekly, and it's great. I'm also getting insulted. No offense at all towards gay people, but my girlfriend is asking these questions based on certain stereotypes, and I don't think there are enough evidence, air quote evidence, for her to be suspicious. I probably overreacted a bit. No, you didn't. But it hit a nerve that my own girlfriend is bringing up feelings I had when I was bullied in middle school. Got to be the end of it, right? Well, we're 3.5 years in, and tonight she pops the question yet again. Dude, break up with this chick. She words it similarly to how she worded it the second time, and I got pretty heated. I basically said, we've had this conversation now 3 times. I've told you each time that I'm not gay, nor have I ever questioned it. It pisses me off that after more than 3 years, you're still asking me this question. This is not normal. I don't think women in relationship ask their man yearly if they're secretly gay and going to leave them, so I'm insulted. She, of course, then becomes the victim because I didn't react how she wanted me to. I said, I'm sorry, but this is not okay. The next time you ask me that question, I better have a dick in my mouth. Am I wrong here? No, not at all. Is dressing well, being neat, and keeping myself well-groomed really that much of a red flag that my girlfriend should be questioning my sexuality? I don't even talk like the stereotypical gay dude. Any suggestions for how I can get her to believe / not ask me the question anymore? Can't wait to hear whatever you say. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, I would break up with this chick. Or this is what I would find out what the fucking be like. Okay, did your dad marry your mom and then after you were born come out and say he was gay? Like, what is this fear? Or what the fuck is it that I'm doing that makes you keep asking me this question? That's what I would ask her. And if you don't like the answer, I would fucking hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. That's really fucked up. Now, granted, I haven't heard her fucking version of shit. It's funny if she fucking wrote in. Yeah, I'd have to hear what her concerns are. But if you're telling me the truth, which how the hell do I know? But if you're telling me the fucking truth, you're not gay, and you just dress well and fucking whatever, and she's just asking you that. I mean, you might be. Are you an effeminate straight guy? Because they have those too. You know. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I have no fucking idea. So it is fucked up that you have expressed I'll tell you, you know what else I think is fucked up? That you've stayed with this person. You're saying she's checked off all the boxes. How many boxes is she checking off that once a year she can ask you legitimately if you're gay or not, and you still want to be with her? There's a lot of questions I have here. Because I think, I mean, I would just, one time maybe? I think you can ask somebody that once, and then a year later they do it again. It's like, all right, I'm leaving you before I get like a fucking complex here. Like, Jesus, you got me sitting here watching John Wayne movies now, trying to fucking be extra manly here. So you stop asking me that fucking question. I don't know. I have no idea, but I don't think she's convinced. And you're 3.5 years in, you're 25, you got your whole life ahead of you. I don't know this person, but I can tell you this. Reading your email and just hearing your side of it, this woman is not checking off a lot of boxes for me, personally. So, I don't know. Is it like her fucking weird way of trying? She doesn't want to break up with you, so she just keeps doing this thing that annoys you. I don't know. I don't. That's a weird one. Some fucking heavy emails this fucking week. Jesus Christ. I never kill myself, but I'm fucking welcoming death, whatever the hell that was. And then this shit, fucking some fucking little Stalin chick running an HOA. Jesus Christ, when the fuck did this podcast become so deep, man? All right, that is the podcast, everybody. So I'll leave you with this. But what that guy was talking about, the guy eating too much, you know, it really bothered me. I hate people being, as much as a douche as I am, I don't like people being in pain. You know what I mean? And someone who's been in a lot of pain for a lot of his life and now figuring out that, you know, your natural reaction is to fucking go away from pain, distract yourself from pain, bury your pain and all that. And it's still going to be there, which is why the next night you're still going to want to drink just as much, if not more, or eat just as much, not as more, or go fuck somebody you shouldn't fuck, whatever your fucking addiction is. It's kind of amazing when you stop just for a couple of months and really try to work on whatever that fucking thing is that's bothering you, how much progress you can make quickly, especially if you're talking to somebody that understands what you're going through. So I wish that for all of you, because if you don't deal with that pain, not only are you going to hurt yourself, you're going to hurt the people around you that you love. All right? That's the only public service announcement I've ever made on this podcast. So with that, go fuck yourselves, and I'll check in on you on Thursday.
Find the footage you need on ArtGrid, made for you, the creator who puts quality shows that a good.
Not sure, Chef.
Yeah, I'm doing well, lady.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
No, I needed to go to the bathroom for dinner service.
Would any of you mind if Krista disappears to the bathroom before she pees her knickers? Okay, Krista, off you go.
So embarrassing.
See, you're kidding me. Michelle!
Yes, sir.
Caesar salad.
Yes,
He's his job tonight. Wakey, hurry up.
sorry, sir.
Yeah, he's up to his eyeballs in risotto, and he's touching JR's meat. I don't know, I'm over here. Chef, we got it, I got it. Frank, what? Shut up. Come here.
Chef Ramsay says, come here. Your heart just goes to your fucking feet.
What does VIP mean? Very important person, sounder. Very important person, sounder. Very important person, sounder. Very important person, sounder. Why serve raw fucking salmon? Overcooked raw. What's next?
Perfect.
I crumbled when you came over my shoulder. I'll be honest. You came over, you're intimidating. I lost it.
1/3 of them are cooked, and the centre bits are raw. When you slice it and it's not right, what do you do? You stop what? I stop thinking. You stop slicing. But no, you slice them all. Get out. Get out. Randy, on me, please.
Yes, chef.
Okay.
Right away, right?
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, chef. Do you want me to come down right away?
No, I finished with everybody.
I'm sorry?
I finished with everybody. Thank you.
You finished it?
I finished with everybody.
You don't want to talk to me, chef?
Get your ass down here.
Yes, chef. Thank you.
It honestly wasn't, Josh. It wasn't perfect. You were frazzled as fuck.
But on the inside, I'm cool as a cucumber. All my shit came out, perfect temperature.
The meat was cooked great.
That's all that matters.
That's not all that matters.
It doesn't matter what I look like. I had control of myself all night.
I've helped you, and now it's got raw stomach. So fucking raw when you fall apart. It's just so cold and raw. God. Is there a desire and a passion that you've got inside?
Yes, there is, chef.
So where is it? Are you done?
No.
On the fucking stove. Let the pan work with you. Yeah? Okay. 30 seconds. Out. Speed.
Speed, chef.
You do not need that. Look at yourself in the mirror and scream risotto. So we haven't set the appetizers yet, and you're so keen about getting your stuff ready. How about looking overall?
Yes, chef.
Okay?
Yes, chef. Right now.
Melly, come here. Come here.
I would spend the rest of the afternoon ripping boards from my well-seasoned logs. I would need 7 or 8 to provide me with a solid and level foundation for the cache building. With 6 boards ripped, it was time to take a break. I would see if I could catch a fish for supper. In the last few days, the Hope Creek has eaten a big opening into the lake ice. I could see the pool of open water growing before my eyes. A pair of harlequin ducks swam out from shore as I passed by and began talking to me. I worked a metal spoon deep into the current, jerked it toward me, and let it drift back. Not a strike after several casts. Then a snag. Then it moved. I knew I had a fish. A 15-inch grayling. Enough for my needs. A few sticks of wood on the coals and I would be back in business again.
Here first, and Spike Crothers and Dick Prinicky built that other cabin over there in 1967 as a guest cabin to the Crothers.
Oh, wow. I don't even know if I read about that in the book.
There's a picture of the two of them working.
Boy, order of the pay, keep going.
I recently traveled to Italy with my associate.
and they took him to Olive Garden, and he took a taste of this food, and he became emotional.
My favorite dishes. I love shrimp. What more could this Italian American wish?
Is it possible that he is an actor?
No, you look at that commercial, and that guy is overwhelmed with emotion.
Right.
Because he's having the best Italian food he's had since his mama made him the linguine when he was a bambino. Can you please tell this gentleman hello? We are looking very much forward to our meal today.
Buonasera, siamo molto felici di essere qua. Wow, that was beautiful.
Oh, you speak English?
I do. I speak English.
Where are you from?
Well, I'm from Texas.
You have margaritas.
We do have an Italian margarita, yes. Now, isn't margarita by definition a Mexican drink?
Excuse me. It's an Italian margarita.
Mm-hmm.
And it's quite clear to me, this is amazing, that the Mexicans stole the margarita from Italy. We would like to have 2 of your...
Italian margarita.
Excuse me. Due Italian margarita.
There we go. Am I allowed to speak and interact?
Listen, I'm here to teach you. I am the master. You're the student. I am Yoda.
Right.
And you
Luke
are...
Skywalker.
You're not really Luke Skywalker. You're sort of like a sickly Chewbacca.
We have some breadsticks for you gentlemen.
Oh my God, thank you. Of course. We didn't even order this.
No, it comes included with every meal. For as long as you're here, we can keep on bringing the breadsticks to you.
Really?
Yeah.
Incredible. These are hot, by the way.
They
This
are
is burning
very
my,
fresh.
my left man nipple. We're going to need 2 more plates of these.
Okay,
Please.
absolutely.
Would you like to try a bite?
No.
Go ahead, have a bite, please.
That looks like a hot dog.
I think we're going to start by enjoying these Italian margaritas.
I'm not a big fan of hard alcohol.
Well, you should have said that before you ordered an Italian margarita.
I didn't order an Italian margarita.
If you check the tape, you'll see that you ordered an Italian margarita. We would like to have 2 of your Italian margaritas, please. I, Jordan Schlansky, would like to order an Italian margarita. We will have the steak gorgonzola Alfredo. Jordan, how do you like your steak prepared?
Medium rare.
Okay, so we'll have that well done, please.
I wanted to point out there's a grammatical error on the menu. You have written here lasagna classico. In fact, by that reckoning, it would be lasagna classica, more commonly known as lasagna classique. Also, with your fettuccine Alfredo, I noticed that it includes fresh cream and garlic. Of course, the original recipe from Rome is just butter and Parmigiano Reggiano. My question to you is the Parmesan cheese listed here an American Parmesan cheese or, in fact, an authentic Parmigiano Reggiano from the region of Emilia-Romagna?
Excuse me, is it James?
Yes.
If you'd like to stab him, be my guest.
I feel that there is an excess of heavy cream used in Italian-American cooking.
Happy birthday, dear Jackie. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Congratulations. Congratulations. Nice to see you. Oh, wrong table. This table. Of all the places we visited in Italy, what meal does this most remind you of?
This doesn't remind me of anything else.
Rome, Cortona, Gambano, Cestini, Lobatoni, Il Moreno, Grappiatelle, Rusticandambo, Cremedemedembo, Tutto, Champiente, Buffalino Mozzarella, Benicio del Toro.
Do we care for cheese on any of the dishes?
Cheese it up.
Okay, just let me know when. I do not need any cheese on mine.
Cheese it up. My favorite Italian phrase, cheese it up. Do you mind if I keep this? Thank you.
Closer with inspection. Look what we realise. It's a fucking picture. The bastards. It ain't real.
Oh.
It's a fucking painting on a fucking wall.
you market on LinkedIn, you reach your...
People are just bailing. There's a mass exodus out of California right now.
California, once called the Golden State, is known for its Hollywood stars, amazing beaches, and great year-round weather. With beautiful topography, all sorts of cultures, and great food, California seems like
That's
a perfect
Miami.
place to live. However, in recent years, there has been a mass exodus of people leaving the state. Since 2015, California has been losing more than 100,000 people each year who have moved to other states. And every single year, it appears more and more people are leaving. Joe Rogan, Graham Stephan, Kanye West, and hundreds of thousands of other people have begun leaving the state. So you may be asking yourself, why does everyone seem to be leaving? Well, the short answer is, it's complicated.
Oh,
Part 1. Trouble in the Golden State.
almost an hour and a half, new record, but if you checked out my stuff, thanks, mate. It's time to stop. Oh, how the fuck do you do this? Mm. Mm.
Over the past few years, the quality of living in California